So as you guys will already know, my favorite weapon in the game is the knife. And I also have dark matter on it, which you need 20,000 kills to get. But I have seen a lot of you guys asking me how I got so good with the knife. So in today's video, I will be exposing 8 of my knife secrets to help you guys get better. Starting off, we have my settings. Make sure to use all of these for a couple games, and if anything feels weird, just tweak it to how you like. And obviously, a crosshair doesn't really matter when you're using the knife, but sometimes I like to use guns, which is why I use one. And for my keybinds, I haven't really changed much apart from the crouch button. I also use an 800 DPI on my mouse, and my Roblox sensitivity is 0.2. Now moving on, we have the loadout. Now I'm going to show you guys the easiest knife loadout to master first, and then later on in the video, I'm going to show you guys some other hard loadouts that I like to use. So starting off, we're going to be using the bow, the daggers, the knife, and the war horn. Now what I would do if I was a beginner is to run around the shooting range and practice swapping between my bow, my daggers, and my knife to make sure I can use the double jumps perfectly when I want to. And since this loadout is best for arena, I'd start by just using your double jumps to get up these windows like this, and then just running around the shooting range. And also, if you're feeling like that's a bit too easy, you can also try run on these target blocks like this, just like this. Once you've mastered swapping between your bow and daggers, you can pair that up with your war horn to look something like this. As you see, I could get to the top. If you guys master that and get to the top, you should easily be able to use this loadout in game. Before we move on to the rest of the video, if you guys want to win any skin case of your choice, all you have to do is comment your username down below. So now that you guys have mastered swapping between your weapons, it's now time to move on to sliding. This is pretty simple to learn. All you have to do is see which way your opponent is facing, turn in that direction, slide, and use the backstab button. Once you master this in the shooting range, you should be able to do it in an FFA and then in real games. I'm now going to go into a game and show you guys some of the best routes in arena for what you guys have just learned. Feel free to follow what I do in a private server whilst watching my video. Alright guys, so as usual, we're going to be picking the bow, the daggers, the knife, and the war horn, and you guys can just watch what I'm gonna do. So I'm gonna go from this window all the way to this window, and then we are at the top and we can knife them just like that. That was pretty easy, I can't lie. Usually if they go to the very end, you can do this insane strat every single time, and it'll work for most of the time. As you can see, first window double jump, second window, okay. No way, that wasn't a backstab. Yes, we got him. Let's go. As you guys can see, as long as you're sliding about loads, they literally can't really hit you that much, since it will be quite hard to aim someone that's moving about so fast. As you can see, he's literally trying to move as fast as possible, but hopefully we get him. Oh, I think we're going to die. No, that was so close. All right, let's try another route for you guys. So I'm going to go here. I'm going to round this side to another one. And we got him. See, bro, he did not know where we were going to go. That's crazy. So we're literally just hopping from one window to another, and we can do the exact same thing on this one. As you can see, we're going to go around to this window. Yo. As long as you're sliding about, they literally have trouble aiming at you so hard. Okay, now I'm going to show you guys how to slide up the ramp. You're going to slide and jump before you hit the ramp like this. And you can see you go flying in the air. And hopefully... we got the backstab. Let's go 5-1, bro. The knife is so OP. As long as you guys practice those routes in a private server, you should easily be able to do them against a real 1v1. Now that you guys have mastered that loadout, it's time to move on to the grenade launcher. But don't worry, if you guys don't have the grenade launcher, I'm going to be showing you how to use the RPG like I do in my trick shot videos next. So for the grenade launcher loadout, what you're going to want to use is the grenade launcher, the daggers, the knife, and the satchels. And this is where it gets a little bit complicated, so make sure to listen up. What you're going to want to do is slide jump like this, and as you've jumped, click the grenade launcher button like this, and you should go flying in the sky. And once you've mastered that and you can do it like this, what you're going to want to do is shoot the floor whilst you're in the sky like this. And you should be able to carry on your momentum as much as your grenade launcher will take you until you have to reload. Once you can do that without messing up, you're now going to have to learn how to shoot off the corners like this. So once you're in the air, all you're going to want to do is shoot the corner and hold the opposite button that the corner is facing on. So right now, because the corner is on the left, I'm going to be holding the D key. And if the corner was on the right, I'll hold the A key, just like this. See? And you should be able to fly around the practice range just like that. If you guys are struggling with these type of mechanics, make sure to join my Discord, which is linked in the description, and you guys can ask me anything in there. And last but not least, for the grenade launcher, we've got surfing, and this is probably the easiest thing to do with the grenade launcher. All you're going to want to do is floor jump just like we did at the start, and then use your daggers to glide up the ramp just like this. And it's as easy as that. Just make sure you guys are jumping at the perfect time where you're not going to go too high or too low. Okay, now for anyone that doesn't want to use the grenade launcher, we're now going to be moving on to the RPG. This is going to use the exact same loadout as the grenade launcher loadout, but obviously we've got the RPG. And now you guys are probably thinking, even if we do the floor jump with the RPG, like we did with the grenade launcher, how can we reload again? Because obviously it doesn't reload at the same speed as the grenade launcher. Well, that's where the satchel comes in. If you guys don't already know, you combine the satchel. Obviously, I've got mine to my E key like that, so I can throw it. And also, whilst you pressed E, you can also explode it like this with your right mouse button. And if we do that right after reloading our RPG midair, we can do something like this. And we can carry on the route just like this. Bro, the RPG goes so fast, ayo. But obviously, guys, this all takes practice and it's going to take some time to get used to. But if you practice in a private server for maybe about a week, you should get the hang of it. Just remember, when you're reloading midair, you can see the cooldown timer in front of the RPG. That is when you're supposed to use your satchel, just like this. And you can see there's no cooldown anymore. But other than that, all of the movement that you use in the RPG is the exact same as what you use with the grenade launcher as well, just with the satchels. Now I'm going to go into some 1v1s to see if I can hit some insane RPG trick shots on my opponent. Alright guys, so up first for the arena route, I'm just going to pick the grenade launcher, the daggers, the knife, and the satchels. Alright, so I'm just going to go around like this. And I can slide up here, and usually they like to go back to the ramp. Let's go, bro. We actually hit that first try. And then also there's another route over here, which I'll show you guys right now. You just go 1, 2, 3. Then you fly up here. I really do like flying up the ramps. It feels so sick. And there's one thing that you can't do with the bow loadout, which is actually kind of annoying. And then also, if we want to use the RPG instead, we can actually go up the ramp, and it's actually insane, like this. And then we can use a satchel. We can go up the ramp. No way, that was so close. Bro, he's on the knife too, actually. And he just pulled out an AR. Hey, yo, that was so close. All right, let's go again. I think we can use an RPG and a satchel. And to kill him. Oh, that was so close. Bro, let's try it again. Nope. No, that was close. Let's go. GG. All right, only one more round left. Let me use the grenade launcher. I'm going to do the same thing where you just slide up. So you just do a slide jump and then shoot the floor. And then... No, what? I missed, bro. That was actually kind of embarrassing. I can't lie. Yo, this guy snipes me, I swear. Bro, GG, let's go. We actually got a 5-0 with the knife. That is actually kind of insane. All right, guys, so now I'm going to be testing out the docks map. So I'm going to be using the RPG, the daggers, the knife, and the satchels. So all I'm going to do is do the exact same thing that I showed you guys, where I use an RPG, use a satchel, use an RPG, use a satchel. Just like this. You can go around the entire map, basically. And then you can slide up the roof. Usually, I just use the roof. It's basically exactly the same as the arena. And as you can see, I just got him, but I did not get him with the root. So I'm going to try and get him with the root, okay? Okay, so we're just going to do this again. And you can actually shoot and go up this ramp, which is actually pretty satisfying. But that'll take quite a while to master, and then slide up. I don't know why he stood still, but we actually almost got him. What? Yo, I swear my knife just went through him like 10 times. What, bro? This guy has Midas touch on satchels. Hey, yo. All right, let's try from the other side. So just RPG satchel. RPG satchel. Let's go around a weird way. No, that was so close. I'm pretty sure this guy's going to get me with the satchels. No way, we actually got him. I didn't even mean to do that. Hey, yo. All right, let's try again. I'm going to go around this way. See if we can get him on the yellow building. No, that was so close. We're going to use the satchels. Okay, he's using the satchels on me. Bro, the spray has got to be like top 10 worst guns in the entire game. Hey, yo. All right, we can do this. This is literally like my first time using the RPG and the satchel for a YouTube video, low-key. Okay. We're going to save a couple satchels. Let's go. We got him, bro. Jumps like that might take a little bit of practice, but once you know the basics, you can literally just freestyle like I do most games. Yo, we're actually going pretty fast. No, bro. Did you guys see how close that was? Let's go, GG. All right, one more round left. Let's see. I'm going to actually go around here. I've never been around here. Let's see. Let's see if we can. Okay, this guy's low-key beaming us. No, I have my satchels out, but we still got him. No way. GG. Some of those routes are actually crazy overpowered, but make sure to practice in a private server before doing them against a real person in a 1v1. But that's going to be it for today's video, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you guys enjoy this type of videos. If you want to see more, make sure to hit the subscribe button and join my Discord, which is linked in the description. But as always, I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.